Hello and welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening to do the general weekly reading for the sign of Taurus the Bull for the week of November 19th through to the 25th. Let's get right into your shuffle here. This is for Taurus the Bull for the week of November 19th through to the 25th. Messages that we have. Alright, I'm going to consult with Pendulum before I turn the cards. Spirit, as this deck stands, are the top three cards. The cards that are meant for the spread for the sign of Taurus the Bull for the week of November 19th through to... No? Okay. I'm not going to wait for the big swing. It said no. These are not your cards. So let's try this once again. It was doing the little kind of circle thing there, so I don't want to waste any more time than I need to. Try this one more time. Try this one more time. Pendulum, as this deck stands, are the top three most cards. The cards for the sign of Taurus the Bull for this weekly general reading, November 19th through to the 25th, and I'm getting a yes. If I could get a nice definite swing, show off for me a little bit. There we go. That's a nice swing. Thank you. You may stop. Thank you. That's good enough for me. Is it good enough for you? That's good enough for me. Let's get into it here. All right. Very first card for the beginning of your week is the Eight of Wands. It's all about travel. That would be your Sunday, Monday kind of thing. Tuesday. Cards all overshadow each other too, guys. Ah, nice one. In the middle of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's the Queen of Wands. Passion. Alright. And the last card would be your Thursday, Friday, kind of like Saturday, Sunday. Oh, what a great reading. You got the Star. Hope. Isn't that beautiful? What a nice reading, Taurus. Nice cards. Anyway, we'll see what comes up as we go along. This is really nice. Very nice. Gives me an inside smile to see these beautiful cards show up. So the Eight of Wands, we're talking about practical things in your life, represented by the Suit of Wands. And this is all about travel for you. And this seems to be developing into a theme this evening. I just did for the sign of Aries. And this not the same card, the same message coming up, that there's no more delay. Any plans that you've had on hold are now delayed. Anything that was held back on any plans you had, if they were on hold for some definite reason, that's lifted now. And no more delays. Everything's going to start moving ahead for you. This reflects into your family life, your work life, and your love life. Everything is going to start speeding up. More energy now, enough energy to start moving and moving forward at that. Not backwards, not sideways, not upside down, but moving forward. No more delays. Decisions are going to be made finally, because the doors are open to make decisions now. You had to hold back on something. Somebody had to hold back, and they couldn't bring a decision down. until every other factor fell into place and all the planets lined up, kind of a situation, before a decision could be made. And now decisions are being made. Words are now becoming action, not just yada, 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 but they're becoming action. Projects and travel plans are all going to fire up now. Also, there's somebody absolutely taking a big trip here as well. Absolutely, the other cards are reflecting that as well. This is over something that's very, very, it gets a fire going in you, something that you waited for a while. This took a lot of doing. Whatever this travel is, it's taken a lot of doing, and a lot of factors had to come into play in order to get it off the ground. And it's working now, but I can't see what it's pertaining to. If this is a leisure trip, but it feels more like there's a reason, there's a motivation behind this trip. You're, again, the same thing. This is a different card, but it's the same thing. It's going to get real busy for a little bit. A lot of phone calls, texting, emails, this kind of a thing are going to increase. You're going to be busy, busy, busy. And it's just like, it's like you were in hibernation. This plan was in hibernation. Now it's awake. And everything is all coming together real, real fast. So you're going to be on your toes the whole time. You're going to be busy for a while. This is going to be, for some of you, so says Tarot, a very exciting and bewildering time. Overwhelming. It's like nothing was happening for so long, and now it's all going to happen at once, all at one time. Isn't that the way? So says Tarot, but isn't that the way? This is, be very careful not to waste your time. I got something caught in my teeth. I don't have any dental floss. This is a very, this would be crazy for a bit. So what you don't want to do, you want to utilize your energies, your thought process, your decisions in the most efficient way possible. You don't want to be wasting time in dilly-dallying, and don't let other people do this to you. Waste your time. Don't waste your energies. Don't scatter them. Keep control, keep on top, but don't let other people waste your time. So if anybody comes to you and they need something, they question it, whatever, you may need to say no to some people. You just need to be careful you don't let other people slow you down. You've been slowed down and held back long enough is what I'm hearing for you. Commitment and speed and news, travel, excitement, action are all in that card. It's a good card. And in the middle of the week, here we go. Queen of Wands, all about passion. Everything's being passion driven at this point. So these cards are all telling you a little bit of a story. But there's something going on here. It's something exciting. You know, maybe you celebrate Christmas to Christmas season. If it wasn't such a mess here on my table, I've got a deck of cards here, deck of cards there, deck of cards there. I got a cup of tea, I've got my smudge, I got everything. I would just turn the camera to show you that it started in my house. You see these white lights behind me? Well, they are arching and adorning all the windows, top across the windows on pine boughs. They lay on that, and it's very, very festive, and it's starting to get busy, and the day's becoming fuller, and they're becoming richer, and that could be your thing too. When this card shows up, she's all about passion. She's very passionate. She's very dynamic. You may recognize yourself here as well, Taurus. Passion, dynamism, talkative. This could be an actual person that you know. There's someone that leads by example. I just heard you may be looking to her to follow suit with her. Looking for guidance, feeling safe in the shadow of somebody that's like this. still a little afraid to tip your toes in the water, to dip your toes in the water kind of thing. But this person leads by example. And this person will actually be an inspiration to some of you. I'm hearing just one person here, but an inspiration to you. You're going to find this woman, and she does this to people. She has an inspiring effect on people. And this is just the kind of person that you really, really, really want to be around. But she leads by example through her beliefs and her works, and wants others to fulfill their potential. So you couldn't follow a better person. Or this, you could relate to this more personally as it being you as well. In relationships, she speaks to the heart, okay? And communication is very vital to her in any kind of relationship. And she is really, really, she gets frustrated with people that don't open up emotionally or in any way, actually. She becomes very, is this you, Taurus? Somebody becomes very frustrated with somebody that just won't bear it all and just be truthful and straight with you. That could be going on as well, and there could be some frustration there for you. As far as somebody else goes, and people that are cut off from their emotions, she absolutely has no tolerance for that at all. Drives her crazy. Is this you? This could be you. I'm feeling this is some of you are going, yes, that's me. I can't stand that. It drives me up the wall when people are not straight with me and honest with me and open with me. Because, you know, you put that out there, you expect the same back. It's not always the way. That's just the thing. This card is showing up for you, though, Taurus, as a little nudge and a little push for you to start exploring your own passions. Don't hold back anymore. Feed it. Nourish it. Bring it to life. Let it grow. Encourage it to grow. The advice is to explore your passions at this time, so says Tarot. And look to unconventional people and maybe some new places to find what it is that you're looking for. Your intuition's going to come into play on that. Just follow your gut. Follow your gut where you need to be and where you need to go. If you ask for guidance, you'll probably get it. Chances are really, really good you will. Keywords are enthusiasm and leadership, creativity, intuition, relationships. And the big word here is my favorite word in the whole English language. It's integrity. Always try to keep your integrity about you. And this last card is just fantastic. She's just fantastic. I heard blind faith just came up. I just heard that. This is a beautiful mermaid. She's reaching for the rays of love and hope and belief and honesty that are penetrating the water, and the rays are shining down on her. Her body language is very relaxed. She's very trusting. She holds up one hand ready to receive. The other hand lays safely at her side, very, very loosely at her side, I should say. It is just a beautiful card overall. She has hope because she believes. That's what's coming forth for this card. Very, very much so. Somebody has worked their way through heartache at this time. There's been conflict and lessons learned from these hard times as well. But now you're left with a feeling of hope. And the universe is prompting, saying you need to, that's what that is all about, the blind faith. What I just heard with the blind faith in the universe is speaking to you, and it's saying, you need to trust more in me, okay? When I say the universe is whatever you believe it to be, that's your creator, your God, your Buddha, whatever it is. It doesn't matter to me, but that's what's coming. It's whatever you believe, and you need to put more trust in. And I just use the universe because that's how I speak. Into the universe, into the being, into the omni. You need to trust more. So when you do, your hope will grow. It'll become just a beautiful thing. Trust in the universe is going to guide you to happier times, all right? So says Tarot. And it does. I believe the same thing. This card reveals that you're going to be healing from your past. This is a healing period with this card a hope of better days and a hope of better times to come. So there's some healing going on there. It's just based on hope and the belief of it. And these are things that have happened in your past, of course. Breaking free from old patterns is another aspect of this card as well. Feeling free from the shackles of anything that's like that, where you've been held in. This card is here to also tell you that if you allow it, that's all you got to do is just allow it. You'll have a more fulfilled future can be in store for you. All right, if you just believe. A new path is here, and you're on the right path. As long as you don't mess it up, you're on the right path. Tarot is here to tell you this. The Tarot is also here to tell you, so Spirit, that everything is going to be just fine. Everything is going to be fine. You can take reassurance in this. The advice of this card, you need to follow your heart and respond to your own inner knowing and trust in your own intuition, because who you are, what you are, intuition, all that inner know, it all comes from the universe, spirit, whatever that is to you. That's where it all comes from, so you need to trust more in it. Don't be so egotistical that you just say, well, trust in me. It's all about, you are part of something bigger. You are a component of the cosmos and on the wheel of life. So it really isn't just about you. There's no such thing as that, other than we're all one. We're all connected. We're all in the same wheel, and part of the same cosmos. You will be fine. So if it says you will be fine, then you just need to have faith that you will be fine. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Keywords are creativity and dreams, spirituality, a sense of rebirth as well, and wishes. Wishes are with this card as well. Well, that was your reading, Taurus. Short and sweet as it was, but a good reading at that. It was fantastic. These are really great cards. There's nothing wrong with any of these cards in the way and in the fashion that they fell. They're just fantastic. So that was a good reading. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it, and I hope it gave you hope. Absolutely. If you like the reading, you want something specific and private just for you, I do offer the service of private readings information down below this video window in the show more section. Please read through once and get back to me through the email that you see there. Readings, you usually have them, you'll have them within 24 to 48 hours, and if any longer, I always let you know. Of course, that doesn't normally happen. I'm usually pretty good about keeping them under a 2-day period so that you get what you paid for. Also, you can find Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook under the groups Bay of Fundy Fortunes, a closed and private group. Please join us there. It's a great place to be, and you're safe in there with like-minded people walking the same path. Also, I think that's about it for now. So if you're looking for me, you'll find me right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And if I'm not here, I'm walking on the beach down below along the water's edge to hold the mightiest tides on the whole world and the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. Chances are here, there, or anywhere. You'll always catch me waiting on the next high tide. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you back next week. Goodbye for now, Taurus.